Hey guys, what's going on? Today in this video I want to go over what happened today. We know that the inauguration happened, and I kind of want to go over what it's going to do to the stock market and how it's going to affect it over the next few weeks. But before we get into anything, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, click subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my new content. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, if you haven't heard, I do a monthly giveaway. At the end of the month, I take all my Webull referral stocks, I split them in half, and I give away half of that amount. It's really easy to sign up. All you have to do is go to the first video of the month that I posted. Make sure you like the video and leave a comment down below, and also subscribe to the channel, and then you're entered. If you want to know more information about it, check out the details in the description. So taking a look at President Trump's term for the stock market, he had an annualized return of 11.8%, but when you compare it to past presidents like Obama and Clinton, they had higher returns. These numbers can be higher though because of what happened this year on the pandemic. Although we did see a huge dip in the market and we saw a huge recovery, it's really hard to say that if there was no pandemic, would the market have still gone up, would have went higher. So we don't really know what would have happened, but if we had to guess, it probably would have went higher and we probably would have seen closer gains to Obama and Clinton. So now that Biden went through his inauguration today, he's going to start his first 100 days in office and roll out a bunch of his initiatives. So that means that the stock market can be pretty volatile in those 100 days since he has pretty ambitious plans. And one of those plans that I want to go over is his tax initiatives. So Biden is trying to raise the corporate taxes from 21% to 28%. He believes that big tech and big businesses should be taxed more since they are getting large tax cuts and a lot of them are doing offshore accounts and getting away with not paying taxes at all. So depending on if he can get that tax raised, we could see a huge dip in the market because this will take a lot of free cash flow from a lot of these companies that they use that money to acquire new businesses, invest in more R&D, and a bunch of other stuff. This means that we probably wouldn't see as many gains as we're used to and probably see a stock be more flat out or drop. But of course, this is his first day, so we'll have to see what happens, but that is in his initiative, so I guess we'll just have to see what happens. He also does want to raise personal taxes, but for everyone that is making over $400,000, if you make under that limit, you're probably okay. I don't think that part will affect the market as much, but it can have an effect on how many people may invest their money instead. Another part of his plan that I want to go over is his revival of Obamacare. Another name for Obamacare is the Affordable Cares Act, which was started by Obama during his term, and it was pretty much to give people affordable health care at a lower price. But the system that he created wasn't perfect, so when Trump came into office, Trump did put a clause which makes it not mandatory to use Obamacare and use a different provider if necessary. So since Biden worked closely with Obama, obviously, as he was his vice president, he might try and put this back into action, or he wants to create his own healthcare version. I'm not sure if it will have such a large effect on the market, depending on what actually happens. We'll have to wait more in the future until we hear more news about the healthcare rollout. Another plan he's trying to do is roll out another stimulus check to match the $2,000 that President Trump was trying to get while he was in term. We had gotten $600 of that stimulus check from President Trump, so Biden is trying to make up that difference to $2,000 by giving us $1,400. If Biden is successful and he gets it passed, this would be a great thing for the stock market, but there is an issue we saw earlier in this year, and that is that when people did get their stimulus checks, they didn't end up spending a lot of it and they ended up saving it. The whole point of the stimulus check is for people to pay off bills and kind of put that money back into the market to start helping inflation go down. If that's the case, it could affect the market, but probably not as much as some of these other plans that he's trying to roll out. And the last part of his plan I want to go over is the minimum wage. Now, Biden is honed in on making the federal minimum wage $15. Now, there are 29 states that are still at $7.25 for the federal minimum wage. So this is something that is kind of necessary and we need. With the rise of inflation, we haven't really seen a huge gap up in the minimum wage, so this would be very helpful for a lot of people. But this will also cause a lot of issues as well. We already have a lot of inflation right now with the Fed interfering with the markets and businesses. So on top of that, if we have a federal minimum wage gap go up to $15, we will probably see a lot more inflation, and ultimately that can affect the market a lot. So to wrap things up, I personally think that within his 100 days, we might see a little bit of a correction in the market. We're kind of due for one anyway before his inauguration even happened, with all-time highs happening right now. But I probably think we'll see a correction around 5 to 10% over the next 3 months. We could see a lot more movement sooner, as soon as he got inaugurated today, he went straight to the Oval Office and he has a lot of plans and initiatives he's trying to roll out right away. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment down below where you think the market's going to go in the next few weeks. I'm curious to see where you guys think it's going to go. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, click subscribe, hit that notification bell. Remember, I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, it's not too late to sign up for the giveaway. Remember, all you have to do is just go to the first video of the month. From there, all you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and you're set. You better hurry up, you only got a few more days until the end of the month.